never going to African parties, and I was always in the middle, you know, doing my kosa. Then all of a sudden she started doing my kosa. I'm like, girl, when you start doing this dance?
So with some ladies, the minute they start seeing their period, they start taking folic acid and omega oil.
Your friend will never ever copy, like want to be exactly like you.
Guys,
hey,
you looking too hot today.
Yeah, you're on fire, girl. Diamond girl, you look like a diamond.
Today.
Yeah, Erika's so yellow, mellow, and fabulous.
Love it. Oh, it's snatched.
Well, no one said anything about my outfit.
You look good, girl.
Yeah, I know.
You look good.
Sparkling.
Thank you so much. So now, let's talk, girls, let's talk. With all the demands of life, it is very easy for us to push sex to the bottom part of the list. There's always today, tomorrow, or the next when it comes to sex. So today, we are asking, are you too tired for sex?
Never.
Sex?
That's the diamond.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Girl, pressure makes diamonds. This kind of pressure.
Under pressure.
Good pressure.
Oh my goodness. So you're never tired for sex?
Never.
Huh.
I try not to be. I know, like today.
You know, just looking at the both of you right now, I know why you can never be tired, and I know why Arike
so you know my answer. You know,
can actually
I'm
be
looking
tired.
at her and I'm like, okay, I wish that was me right now. Girl, a lot of times I am tired, like extra tired. I am just overwhelmed with work at home. You know, you're working, you come home, you have to take care of the kids. Sometimes I have, in fact, most times I have to cook. So a lot of times I'm tired. And you know, when my husband comes, sometimes, a lot of times, I shouldn't lie, I have to be very honest. This is Girls Uncut. A lot of times I'm like, sweetie, not tonight, because I'm tired. I'm drained.
You're going to
I'm
push him
exhausted.
into another woman if you keep
No,
saying
God forbid.
that
That's
you're
what-
tired.
no.
You can never
But
be
you
too
know
tired
what?
for your
But guess
man.
what? I cannot come and kill myself.
I cannot come and kill
I cannot come and go and kill
You have
myself.
to,
But you know what I do? I always try. Like I try. Not I always do it, but I always try and make up for it. Make up sex in the mornings.
Ooh,
that's the best.
amazing.
That's the best time. That's the best time. So when I'm
spirit.
like, sweetie, not tonight, he knows. Because, I mean, we've been together for so long. He knows me and he lets me be.
Yeah, I love.
You know, in the morning, I would just be
I
on
love
fire.
Erika. I love Erika's response right here. Like you said, sweetie, not today. Because the problem is most times, because you said that, you know, a man would just go out and start sleeping with someone.
Yeah,
the problem is that you're like, let me just
approach.
you know, that kind of thing. You want to just
I'm
go
tired.
under the black
I'm tired.
you know, and she just lets out that frustration on her man, and the man's like, and Nkechi is outside waiting for me.
But you know what? But you know what? Let's
but
be
it
honest.
helps. The way you
Sometimes.
say no when you're tired helps. You know.
But sometimes you don't always say the whole sweetie. Sometimes you're really tired and you're like, I'm tired. But you know, you have to just try and make an effort because I mean, this is your man, and you don't want to push him into the arms of other women or another woman. So,
I think another reason why somebody may be too tired for sex is maybe because they don't feel like they have it all. Like they're not confident in themselves. Like maybe they feel like they're not pleasuring their partner the way their partner wants to be pleasured. So what do you think could help with that? Okay, you've been married for 11 years, so what keeps you guys spicy?
Well, this woman right here is hot. So, I mean, I'm very confident in my own skin.
Okay.
Even with my, you know.
We can see that.
Even with my,
you look snatched.
After
your
childbirth.
love handles.
Even with my, not even the love
your
handles.
Love handles.
The Tiger Max after
okay.
childbirth.
Yeah.
I'm very confident in my own skin. There has never been a time where I felt, insecure or anything.
Okay.
The only thing is that I get tired because of work,
Okay.
because of children. I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
And my kids are all under 10, 9 and
That's
below.
crazy.
Yeah, and they're all boys. So when I get home, I have to play hide and seek, and they drain me. And
They drain your batteries.
So most times, by the time my husband comes back from work, I'm already tired.
Yeah.
And I have to cook as well. I have to do so many things at the same time. But as I said earlier on, I try to make it up. Like I make a conscious effort.
So what do you do? What can you advise the ladies today? Like,
well,
what
for the
can they
ladies
do?
watching, if you're too tired or too sleepy for sex, don't sweat it, because you might end up doing. You might end up falling asleep on your partner, and that would be the worst.
Yeah.
I know this has happened to someone before.
Yeah.
My friend that has 5 kids. She slept off. Like she told me, she said when she fell asleep, like she was that
Sorry,
tired.
was he
so
boring?
Don't ever. No, he wasn't. That's her husband. He's been married for like 15 years. So you don't want to fall asleep while having sex.
Yeah.
So the thing is just, if you're not ready to do it, let him know and make sure you make it up. Like the makeup sex should be wow. Like you should be the bomb.
Definitely.
You should be hot.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to talk more about hot things that you can do when you feel that you're too tired or too sleepy for sex. When we come back, we have to go on a break right now. Girls Uncut. Follow the conversation on social media, on Instagram and Twitter at girlsuncut_. Let us know what you think, and also you can use the hashtag girlsuncut. See you guys soon. It's still your favorite girls on Girls Uncut. If you're just joining us today, we are talking about a major hindrance in enjoying a life, a healthy sex life. Let me put it that way. And of course, I'm still with my girls, Chacha and Beverly.
Of course, we here.
Ladies, we here. You can join us. We love it when you join us. You can join the conversation on Twitter and Instagram at girlsuncut_. And you can also use the hashtag girlsuncut. Let us know if this has ever happened to you, and let us also know how you always manage to get over it, girls. So what is the way forward?
It's so amazing when you talked about hindrance, and that story about the lady sleeping off while her husband was, getting busy is really, really hilarious, but very true. Because you can never underestimate the weight or the impact that children have in your marriage. Now, children are a blessing, but when it comes to your, getting intimacy or your sex life as a couple, it can be very demanding and take a toll on the both of you. But one thing that I would also say can get in the way might be your weight. Your weight, especially when you just have kids, you put on some weight, and if you're not used to your body, you might lose confidence. And I remember you said something about, having to deal with your, what did you call them? Battle scars. I like to call them battle scars. Yes, because it shows, that you're a victor or you're a winner. I don't just think that they're just mere stretch marks. I think that women should be confident. We women, even men when they get the pot belly, they call it evidence of good living, or don't be ashamed. She's your wife, because it happens when the woman is pregnant. Sometimes the man is pregnant too. It happened to me and my husband.
Aww.
And he put on a lot of weight because I was always eating. That was what I was literally living for. I just wake up and put my favorite TV series. I'm a sucker for telenovela. So I wake up, prepare all my meals, I just lay in the couch with my big belly and I'm eating. So my boo was eating with me and we're both pregnant. But afterwards you find that both of us had this crazy amount of weight and we were still confident regardless. So I think that when you're confident with your body, you'll be able to still have sex and your weight should not get in the way.
Yes, and I feel like another reason why somebody may be too tired for sex is depression. We all go through that. There's moments where we don't feel too good about ourselves, or there's certain situations that occur during our life and, we feel down, we don't feel good, and our spirits are down. So, you may not be in the mood to have somebody touching you, but in the same way, you can feel the love from somebody through talking. You guys don't necessarily have to have sex to be intimate. There's many ways. you know. So like loving words, you know, encouragement to your partner can be ways to increase the flow and take away depression at the same time, because good sex, happiness, because when you have it good, you're just so jolly in the morning. You're ready to conquer the world.
Sex is like exercise, and you know, exercise releases certain hormones. They're called endorphins or something. And endorphins make you happy, and happy people are not depressed. So have more sex,
is like
and you'll be happy. Okay, another thing I wanted to say is that I feel like we always just restrict sex to a nighttime thing, and I don't know why.
Like, that's you, girl. Mine's every day. You're in the house, not just nighttime.
Not me, but the truth is, when you hear people say they're too tired for sex, it's mostly because they're worn out from the day, the day's activity, and you know, if you're able to schedule your sex life, or you know, make appointments. I know it might sound ridiculous, but the truth is, for you to have a very healthy sex life as a couple, there are 3 types of sex that I think you should have. You know, I've done my research and I've practiced.
Okay, let us know.
There's spontaneous sex.
The best one.
That's amazing.
That's the sweetest girl.
There's spontaneous sex. There's scheduled sex.
Okay, wait, let me stop you there. So to be spontaneous, what are some places?
Oh, kitchen, car, anywhere, anytime. You know, I love sex on Sundays. There's just something about sex on Sundays.
When you try to be holy,
when I worship the Lord, I worship my man. Hallelujah, somebody. I don't know. I just love it on Sundays. No, but then let's go back to my lecture. Spontaneous sex. What other sex did I mention? Scheduled, scheduled sex, and then servicing sex. You know how you just have to service your engine, like, you know.
Service your engine?
Yeah, like you need to service your car. With servicing, you know.
Please, you need to explain to us. I know everybody, like, okay, what do you mean by this?
You know, like, you have, like, usually a couple, there's either one that has a higher sex drive or a lower sex drive. So sometimes you might not feel like it, which is when you're too tired for sex, but you just have to do it. So then you have service sex. You're doing it. It's more like a sacrifice. It's more like something you have to do to service your relationship or your marriage.
But what do you do? What's the service?
Then you are too tired, but you're just, it's a compromise for the both of you. You're just doing it. Or you realize that maybe you've been away, you traveled and you're back, but you're tired. You know when you travel and you have,
how do you improve,
you're a singer. So imagine when you're very big and you're blue. I know you're big now already, but and you have to travel, and you have to travel, and you've not been with your man for a while. But the truth is, when you get back, you've missed him. But the truth is, you're tired.
Okay, well, what I do is we do video chat. So you make the video chat very spicy, you know, so no matter where you guys are, you guys can be intimate spiritually through the video chat.
Spiritually?
No, seriously, because it happens. You can satisfy each other through the video. Please, let me show you what I do. Sometimes I do my own dancing, you know. We're not gonna go into details, but I do my little private dance, and it gets the job done. So I mean, and it makes him want to run to you. But yeah, those are some of the things that I do: video chat, phone.
You girls obviously live in Fairyland.
Fairyland. Oh my God!
You're just saying it. Man, let's come back to reality.
Well,
and for people like me that have 3 kids, like Nonso said, sex on a Sunday is sweet. My Sundays are like my craziest days because we get back from church, kids are running around the house, I have to make jollof rice, I'm trying to do things. When I want to really have fun, like do things like that, I have to take my kids to my mom's house.
Okay,
so I take them off, ship them off to grandma's house.
Okay.
Thank God my church is not too far from my mom's house. So from church, we just take them, we drop them there. We get back
so
home.
that's still sex on Sunday.
But it has to be planned. Plan because we have we're not planning to take the kids to my mom's because we want to have sex. We're planning to take them there because we want to spend quality time together.
Okay. I can just imagine that I get excited. Let's drop this kid.
Not let's drop. We are dropping this kid.
Oh my goodness, it's so much fun.
And there's also something I saw online. There's something called the 10 minutes rule. I don't know if you guys know about it.
Tell us more.
Where you really don't have to have sex all the time. So even when he wants it and you are tired and you're saying the usual, oh, not tonight, oh, I'm not ready, oh, I'm tired, I'm stressed out from work and this and that, you know, you're just getting him relaxed
In 10 minutes.
Massage.
Kiss. No,
In 10 minutes?
Kiss. No. Calm down now.
Oh,
Why you
I really don't know.
No, you spend 10 minutes doing something with him.
Together.
Kissing, cuddling,
Massaging
touching.
too can do.
Massaging.
Definitely, yeah.
And you know, that might just lead to
Yes.
sex.
Yeah.
So you're
Yes.
not programming your mind
So you
Right.
feel
to have
like
sex, but because you're tired. So you're just like, okay, let me just make my man happy. Let me kiss him. Let me just massage him. And then you never know where that can lead
Or he
to.
may sleep off after the massage so that you guys will just enjoy the sleep.
I don't think so.
And then you just you sleep right next to him like my friend.
What are you
That's
talking
next
about
to
over
me.
there, China?
so.
What? Okay.
What?
You don't give no massage and just sleep off like that.
It
It
happens.
happens.
It happens.
Are you kidding me?
It
It
happens.
happens.
Like he'll be
It
so
happens.
like relieved, like especially
And
going
relaxed
deep
and
inside
he's
the
like,
core.
Massage.
Girl makes him sleep or it makes him wake up.
Okay.
Get it? Wake up.
Oh my goodness, I'm sure we can go on and on. These girls are so nutty. We can go on and on about sex, but we really like to know what you think. Are you too tired for sex? Let us know if you're a couple in a relationship and you want to spice things up. Share some tips. Join the conversation at girlsuncut_ on Instagram and Twitter. Let us know. Hashtag girlsuncut, and we will see your comments. We'll be waiting. Don't go anywhere. Girls Uncut. We'll be right back.
Ow! It's still Girls Uncut. And ladies, we have a question from one of our lovely viewers. And this is actually dedicated, or she wants you to answer it, Arike.
Okay.
And she says, my name is Sylvia. I live and work in Lagos. I'm married with 2 lovely kids. And lately, I have been trying to manage my role as a wife, a mom, and a career woman. But I can't seem to do that. So her question is how does she manage this role without going crazy?
Okay.
Sylvia, are you sure I'm not going crazy? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Being a mother is a tough job, but I would never ever want to live my life another way. So I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm happy. And when you have kids, you know that you are responsible for them. So even if you have a job that is demanding, you also have to remember that your family must come first. For me, how I manage to balance things out is that I plan. You can't just wake up and just decide to do whatever it is you want to do. I plan. If you have children, Sylvia, if you're listening right now, I hope you are. If you have children that are in school, make sure you get their school uniforms out the night before. That helps. If you have to go to church on Sunday, do not wake up on Sunday thinking that you're the diva that you are and you can just do it all. Get your church clothes out on Sunday. And you need to also spend less time on social media. People see me and they say, oh, my birthday was yesterday. Didn't you see it on Instagram? I ain't got time for Instagram. When I get on the gram, I post. And once I'm done, I'm out. Like, I don't have time to sit around there. People send me messages on WhatsApp and I don't reply. Like, it takes me 3 days sometimes because I don't have time. If I need to send you a message, I just go bam, 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 I send it. So you have to plan. You have to be organized. And, you should also have a network of women who will support you, mothers most especially. Because there are times when I've had to pick up my friends' kids from school. There are times when I've had to ask my friends to pick up my kids from school. So you need to have like a network of people who would do the things that you would do for them, for you when you need their help. And you should also have good child care. It is very important. I know people say, oh, I'll never have a house help. Oh, I'll never employ a nanny. Men, in this day and age, when you have to work, because I have to work. I cannot sit at home and expect my husband to be bringing money to me 24/7. I have to do my own thing. I have a dedicated nanny, someone who helps out with the kids as well. So that when they get back home, because there are times I can't pick them up school but takes them home, when they get home, there's somebody at home. So plan, be organized, put your family first. And it's easy to just say, oh, kids. Even your husband, do not neglect him because you get carried away trying to do so many things at home, trying to take care of the kids and the home, and then you just neglect your husband unknowingly. So also make out time for your man. He's that special man in your life. He's been there even before the kids, and you guys are going to grow old and gray together when the kids leave the house. So you should also make out time for your husband. Take him to the movies if he loves to see a movie. Make out time. Just make out time. It's not easy. Women are we are strong. Shout out to all the women out there.
Yes, shout out.
Mothers, shout out to you. And women who are trying to conceive. I pray that, you know, this year you will smile and carry a bundle of joy in your hands.
Amen to that.
So.
Wow.
Amen.
Wonderfully said.
Oh my goodness, what do I say? She just wrote a book. I have absolutely nothing to add to that. All you said was on point. Plan, organize, and recognize how important it is for you to earn a living right now. You need to contribute. And your career is a way of also showing love to your kids. So one thing I can say to working moms is try not to feel guilty when you're away, but always make sure that when you're present, they feel your presence. Like you spend quality time with them, because you won't be able to spend as much time as you want to, ideally in an ideal world, but it's a sacrifice that you're making that they would also benefit from.
Definitely.
So it won't be every time when they need something they have to run to daddy. You know, mommy can sort out one or two things.
And I just wanted to add this, no matter how demanding your job is, you should always make out time for your children.
Yes.
The thing I do with my kids, which I find very interesting and I'm happy that I do it, is I always tell them that, look, mommy is your best friend. So when they come back from school and I'm not at home, if anything happened at school or if anything happened in the house, they know that once I get back, they're going to tell me, or sometimes they even call me on the phone. So when I get home, we have this bonding session where, you know, we'll just be in the room and I'll say, okay, so it's time to tell me what happened today. Or they would even come to me and say, Mommy, we haven't...
That's a TV show.
You know, sometimes they come to me and they're like, oh, Mommy, we haven't done it today. I'm like, we haven't done well. All right, okay. So we haven't discussed what happened. And they're always so excited to talk about it. And kids are so interesting. They're so innocent. And, you know, the kind of things that they tell me are things that their friends, they and their friends were talking about in school, things that happened at school, things that they did, their friends did. Like, even the craziest things they tell me. Like, you know, really, it's so, really crazy.
It's so funny. Like, he's 2, but right now he's at that stage where he reports everything, and he even imagines certain things. Like, it didn't happen, but he was like, and this person did this to me, and this person put something in my eye, and this person pinched me, and you'll be like, I can't see anything on your body. I'm like, okay, but it's good to even encourage that, because the truth is, you're going to establish that relationship and that trust. You're going to win their trust. So sometimes I'm like, but he's inventing things. Should I still, you know? But I still pay attention. I'll be like, whoa, who did that to you? It helps because you know that you're working and you're not going to be with him all the time. The truth is, if he's able to tell you what happens while you're absent, or your child or your kids, you have too. If they're able to tell you what happens when you're absent, then I think you're good.
And I think it also builds their confidence level, because they know that they can speak out, they can talk. They have someone to talk to, as against a mom who, you know, just shuts them up even before they speak. Because some mothers do that. Their kids want to tell them important things that have happened in their lives, and they're like, oh, no, I'm too busy, I'm tired. Meanwhile, they're on their phones, and they're like, oh, I'm tired, please. And the kids are like, oh, Mom, but you're on your phone and you're too tired. Okay, that's what they have in their mind.
And they will remember that too when they get older.
Thank you. So they want to, you know, it helps them build their confidence. But guys, Sylvia, I hope you have learned from the little that I've said, and you know that
I also wanted to add, because you know our work schedule can be crazy when you're on set, especially when you're filming. So what I try to do is, the day before I come on set, I have like mommy and Jay's time, so we either go swimming or we go and do something, so like he has those happy memories to hold on when he doesn't see me for a day or two. Like yesterday night, I go home like 9 p.m. He was already sleeping. I was like, oh no, but I just held him tight. And it's very important for you to have that bond with your kids, but still giving your best when you're building.
It is
like, single ladies, be writing this down, because I'm like, maybe a mental note. Okay.
You know, I said something to you earlier on before we came on. I said, when I go home, my kids, they wait for me. Oh,
and they're boys too, right?
Oh, they're boys. They wait up. They're like, Mommy, we were waiting for you. I'm like, okay. This time of the night you should be sleeping, but it's okay. Yeah, they wait.
That's so
they always wait.
I think that's good.
They wait. They always wait. Yeah.
Even
okay, guys.
The girls. Well,
even
you don't have a daughter.
No. My kids are boys.
Okay.
Yeah. My
soldiers.
No wonder you're the mom.
I'm the queen of my castle. Okay, guys, talking about queens would be later when we get off Girls Uncut. Let's go social. Who's ready to go social with me?
I'm ready.
Who's ready to go social? Okay, so going social, I bumped into this crazy picture on social media, and you guys can see the picture right now.
Yeah.
very funny. It's it has this, you know, little boy with one hand on his head and he's crying, and you know, it has the caption, "I bought a power bank in a Chinese store. I was happy it was cheap until my phone started charging the power bank." And this is so me right now.
Oh my goodness.
This is so me. I have two power banks, and you know, one is slightly okay, but then the other one, like I charge it all through the night, go out, and then I'm at a party or I'm at work, and I try to charge my phone, and I see that it only charges for about 2 minutes.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I got this power bank. I was so excited because my phone just seemed to never last. And then next thing I know, my phone was actually charging the power bank.
See?
I don't even want to call the name of the brand because it's a very known brand, and they're like, you know, their power bank is cool and everything. But this power bank didn't last me for a month. See? And it wasn't even cheap.
So annoying. I hate it. It's so
crazy.
Annoying.
It's really crazy.
And there's some that actually last for like 10, 15 hours.
Yeah.
My brother has one like that. I'm going to steal it from him.
But it's crazy because everything we seem to use nowadays is made in China. But what I've learned, because I worked with, you know, a development company at some point in my life, and my boss, he said he was going to China to start this electronic company. And I was like, oh, why are you going to China, you know? And he's like, no, that they actually have really good things in China, that it depends on what you ask them to make for you. So what some people do is that they just go and they ask for cheaper, substandard materials to be used in producing these power banks or these electronic gadgets, and that's why you have like rechargeable fans and things that don't last. Like after the first 8 hours, they tell you it will last 8 hours. After the first 8 hours, it just lasts like 5 minutes. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Some of them can even burn your house.
Yeah,
but
be
you
very
know,
careful.
my mom travels to China, and she told me, because I'm planning to go to China to do some business, but she was like that sometimes you need to tell them that you're not from Nigeria, so they won't give you the cheaper material. You have to say that you're coming from America, so they'll give you the top grade of whatever that you need. So I don't think it's just based on.
No, I think it's more about what you paid for, because I know that when they manufacture according to grades. Even when they make the replicas of them bags, they're different grades. So if you ask, like people, because I have a friend who does souvenirs and corporate gifts. So when she does like speakers and all those things, there's a certain grade she has to tell them she wants. So I think it's all about the grade.
But still at the same time, like they do this, because my mom has been in many situations like that, and she's not the only person that told me that. So it's best to say that you're not coming from Nigeria, because they will just give you the
proudly Nigerian. I would never
Nigerian.
Hello. I would never deny my country.
Oh my goodness. I've had so much fun today on Girls Uncut. How'd you guys feel?
Great.
Okay, guys, let us know what you think. Join the conversation at Girls Uncut _ on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be waiting for your comments, and we'll definitely be expecting your questions. Now, if you want us to ask 1 or 2 questions on the next episode of the show, please leave it in the comment section or slide into our DMs. We'll be happy to see your letters. Thank you so much for tuning in from all of us here on Girls Uncut. Bye.